I'm Shirley Coomer, a real estate advisor serving the Phoenix metro area. If you are considering buying or selling in one of Phoenix's historic districts, the real question is not just whether the home has charm. It is whether the lifestyle, the responsibilities, and the long-term resale profile fit your goals. Historic districts can offer incredible character and location, but they also come with planning requirements that buyers need to understand before they write an offer. I work with buyers and sellers across the Phoenix metro area who are drawn to older homes with tree-lined streets, original architecture, and walkability. And I hear the same questions again and again. What can I change? What needs approval? Does historic status help or hurt resale? And are all older neighborhoods actually historic? Let's walk through this clearly and practically. First, how historic districts in Phoenix are structured. Phoenix currently has 36 officially recognized residential historic districts listed on the Phoenix Historic Property Register. In addition, there are several non-residential districts and more than 200 individually designated historic properties. That designation is overseen by the City of Phoenix Historic Preservation Office. They evaluate neighborhoods based on age, historical significance, and integrity. Age alone does not automatically make a home historic. Most districts include homes that are at least 50 years old, but many neighborhoods built in the 1950s and 1960s never received designation. Buyers are often surprised by that. Beyond age, a district must demonstrate architectural or historical significance. That might include bungalow styles, ranch homes, or mid-century architecture that reflects an important period of Phoenix development. Then there is integrity. Integrity means how much of the original character remains. Roof lines, window styles, materials, and overall design all matter. If too many homes have been heavily altered, a neighborhood can lose eligibility. This is where many renovation plans run into confusion. So let's talk about designation types, because this is critical for buyers. Local designation carries the most oversight. If a home is on the Phoenix Historic Property Register, certain exterior changes may require review. In many cases, a certificate of appropriateness is needed before making significant exterior alterations or pursuing demolition. That does not mean you cannot update the home. It means you need to plan thoughtfully. Federal recognition, on the other hand, is largely honorary unless federal funding is involved. Some National Register properties in Arizona may qualify for property tax reductions, sometimes up to 50%, depending on participation requirements. But federal listing alone does not automatically restrict exterior changes unless it is paired with local designation. Understanding which category a property falls into is one of the most important early steps in the buying process. Now let's shift to what daily life actually looks like in a historic district. Most of Phoenix's historic district are concentrated in central areas. That proximity to downtown employment centers, hospitals, cultural institutions, and light rail access is a major draw. For many buyers, location outweighs square footage. Walkability is another big factor. These neighborhoods were designed before car-centric planning. You often see sidewalks, mature trees, and shorter distances between homes. Buyers tell me they walk more, they bike more, and they spend more time in their immediate neighborhood. There's also typically a strong sense of community. Active neighborhood associations, home tours, local events. That environment appeals to buyers who value connection and long-term stability. It may feel restrictive to someone who prefers anonymity and minimal involvement. Neither is right or wrong. It is about fit. Now let's talk about renovations, because this is where practical planning matters most. Interior renovations are generally unrestricted. You can modernize kitchens, bathrooms, flooring, and layout inside the home. Exterior changes may require review depending on scope and designation. If you are thinking about adding square footage, replacing windows, changing roof lines, or modifying the facade, those conversations should happen before you close escrow, not after. I often encourage buyers to review renovation goals before writing an offer. It is much easier to evaluate feasibility upfront than to discover limitations later. inspections are also more critical with older homes. Historic homes are not fragile, but they require careful evaluation. Roofing, HVAC systems, electrical panels, plumbing lines, sewer lines, and foundations all deserve close attention. I consistently recommend going beyond a basic inspection. Understanding deferred maintenance protects both your monthly budget and your long-term resale value. Insurance and financing should also be addressed early. Some lenders and carriers ask more detailed questions about older homes. This does not mean transactions fail. It simply means preparation reduces surprises. Now let's talk resale. Historic homes tend to perform best when updates balance modern livability with preserved character. When defining features are removed, resale appeal can narrow. When the home respects the district's identity while functioning well for today's lifestyle, it often attracts strong long-term interest. Desert climate also plays a role. Roof materials, window performance, lot orientation, shade, and mature landscaping all matter in Phoenix. Many historic districts benefit from established trees and thoughtful lot layouts that newer neighborhoods cannot easily replicate. So how do you decide if a historic district is right for you? You look at your priorities. Do you value proximity and walkability over new construction? Are you comfortable planning exterior updates thoughtfully? Do you appreciate architectural detail and neighborhood identity? Or would you prefer fewer guidelines and newer systems? There is no universal answer, but there is a right answer for you. If you are considering buying or selling in one of the Phoenix historic districts and want to evaluate location, renovation flexibility, monthly cost considerations, and long-term resale potential, I would be happy to walk through that with you. Call or text me at 602-770-0643. This is Shirley Coomer. Have a great day.